All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Ascension Outdoors. I'm Lyle Johnson.
And I'm Goosie Guice.
From South Louisiana, I guess I should explain. Looks like the kind of home for my kind of man. We were fishing them bayou streams and dreaming from dream to dream, flipping on what Mama Nature stored. Yeah, you won't believe the things I saw on old Lake Marapon. Mama Nature, you're gonna drive us all insane. For the rustle of their wings in that cold December wind brings me back to the banks of Marapon.
Snow Seafood and Steakhouse, family owned and operated on Airline Highway, celebrating their 50th anniversary, serving great food since 1971. Roland J. Robert Distributors, serving customers with petroleum and petroleum products since 1924, along with super stops located throughout the region. Veyron Smoked Sausage uses the original Louisiana recipe since 1938, making the best smoked sausage, andouille, green onion, and smoked boudin in Ascension Parish, along with the original Martin smoked sausage. All right, man, you know what we're going to do? We lost a sponsor, Lane's Diamond Jewelry and Design. We usually open up the show saying, brought to you by, and business decision, nothing wrong with either one of us. Still a great friend of ours, still a great supporter of him.
Fantastic.
I want to thank him for all what he's done for us over the years.
No doubt. Thank you very much. Yeah, really. That's fantastic. Right. Great place to do business also. Great.
Oh, without a doubt.
No doubt.
And look, we're looking for another sponsor. If you know somebody out there might be interested, the rates are pretty good. So just get in touch with us on Facebook, or you can get us and we'll do some talking.
Yeah, while we're talking, let's talk about a few things coming up.
That's right.
You know, they got the sports show coming up in Lamar Dixon. That's always a big draw. You know, that parking lot is full of people, man. And all that, that's there has got the same views on certain things in life for sure, for the most part. So it's a real place to have some good conversation, see some great vendors.
Right.
That thing is really grown, you know, from when it first, I remember the first few they had compared to what it is now.
Right.
It's amazing how much it's grown.
And look, it's March 15th, 16th, and 17th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't start on Thursday this year. And be a lot of the same people, but there's always a bunch of new vendors. They got stuff there you wouldn't think would be there.
Sure.
That's handy.
Sure.
And I've got some stuff there over the years. When I saw it, somebody demonstrating, I got to have that, and it worked out.
And it goes beyond the hunting and fishing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like outdoor gardening and stuff like there's a lot of, you know, vendors there that
all kind of food you can buy, recipes, packaged stuff you can make with it, and all that kind of stuff. And then look, it's people from all over the country, but there's still a bunch of local vendors there as well. You know, and of course, anything outdoors will be there, I'm sure, with a booth, and that's a good organization to sponsor.
Great organization for sure, right there. Speaking of things that's coming up, you know, the Mississippi turkey season is coming up here very shortly. You guys and gals that hunt over there, I want to caution y'all be careful out there. You know, use your caution that you use turkey hunting. Turkey hunting can be a challenging sport at times. Right there, you sitting there calling, you know, making the sound of something that everybody else is hunting, and
you sound just like them, and they come hunt you if you
exactly. So watch what colors you wear, and you know.
That's right, blue and red.
That's right, red, white, and blue. You stay away from that. And not many times you want to stay away from red, white, and blue, but that's one right there you need to.
And you know, you think that's something it would be impossible for a shooting accident to happen, but it happens every year.
It probably happens more there than anything else, believe it or not.
Right.
I'm not sure of that, but it happens. Yeah, it's amazing. Those 2 or 3 people that's done happen to.
Yeah.
personally know them. So that's, but before that, it's getting close to being crawfishing and fishing time too. The
Right.
hunting season's getting ready to come to a close. Our turkey season will be coming here full on in Louisiana.
Right.
It's a little ways down the road, but before that, we was talking about our film tonight is basically on going crawfish
Right.
and setting that. I talk to so
Exactly.
many people nowadays, Lyle, that tell me, I'd love to do it, no place to do it no more.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't like it used to be for sure. But there are some places, our show tonight's going to be where you can go set that crawfish on the Sherman WMA.
Right.
Management
South Forum. that's
South
right.
Forum part. So check it out and look on the wildlife fishing regulations for when it opens. There's times when it opens, how many you can catch, and
Right.
they got some regulations, and they ain't just like going off the side of the road in Sorrento and doing what you want to do.
And there's another place too that used to be where we did it when we was kids that's now available again, is that swamp off
Sure
the
is.
airline highway between Sorrento and Gramercy. That's all wildlife management area.
Well, even the one up by the Amen River coming up
Oh,
by
yeah.
your house.
Well, exactly right.
By
French
Beth Ann and
settlement,
you
right.
and I went in and caught sacks of crawfish. That's part of that management
That's
too.
sure is.
It's, it's crawfish in a lot of places. They're not there every year. There's a lot goes into that. To having a successful crawfishing season in some of those swamps. The WMA at Sherman, it is controlled by pumps and leaders.
There's water there all the time, and so they generally gonna have some crawfish.
I hope y'all enjoy the show.
All right, y'all, today we're going to do something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I'm going back crawfishing with set nets today. And my place of choice is going to be Sherman WMA, the South Forum area, where they have some actual, from what I'm told, so rice fields that they kind of manage for crawfish and all. So we're going to try it today, see if I can't get me a sack of mud bugs out of this. So it's one of those things back in the day we used to do all the time. It was great, family type deal. Kind of hard to find places to do it now. So I've been hearing about the WMA for a long time. That's for all of us, public use. That's for us. We pay for that one right there. And it's for public use, great outdoor areas. This is the wilderness right here. I think this is the same area where they host some of the duck hunts also. So I'm getting ready to go back there and check it out. Have been here before. I went here coon hunting one time a couple months ago. That was successful. Great night doing that. So like I say, it's a place for all of us to enjoy the outdoors. I'm getting ready to go do that. Before you get going though, you gotta fill out your permits and make sure you put a portion, you check in per portion of the permit in the box before you go, and the other part you bring with you, and it's kind of like a report card too. You kind of on the back when you get finished, put what you caught, killed, whatever you harvested back there that day. So we're getting ready to get started. Hopefully I can come out there and I got 40 pounds of crawfish, but that's yet to be seen. Let's give it a shot. All right, I tell you what, I just came, like I say, it's my first time here, so didn't really know where to go. Kind of took some directions, I think, from a buddy of mine that had been here, so hopefully I'm in the right spot, But it's big area here, I see. So I'm gonna have to give it a try. There's one problem I do see. There's a lot of gnats here right now at this time of the year. So if you do come over here, bring some stuff for it. I got some stuff for it. You know where's that? It's in my house in Prairieville. I do have regular mosquito spray and all, so we got that on us, and they ain't toted me off yet. Anyway, I'm baiting up with beef melt I got. Oh, by the way, if you have a problem finding that, I believe Murray's in Santa Ma, Lamandolas for sure, and Gonzales has it, beef melt. It's a choice for most people in set nets, that is, anyway. So they got on the side of this road here, on the side of this levee, should I say, there's a ditch on this side that looks pretty good for crawfishing. And then across from the ditch, on the other side over here, there's a big wide opening. And that part right there looks great for crawfishing, so I'm gonna set some nets out in this wide opening over here, and I'm gonna set some in this ditch, and I'm gonna see where I do my best at. It would be nice if I could just catch them from the bank right here with the pole without wading in the water, but that probably ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna bait up 12. If I don't do no good, I will be moving. I can promise you that. I'm not gonna sit right here and not catch nothing. You can't get finished till you get started. That was a snake. That was my first snake of the day, but that wasn't the kind with the big triangle head, so he don't bother me. What happens then? Like I say, I've never been there before. It looks crawfishy out there though. I don't know how deep it is. I'm getting ready to find out. Set out. Ain't bad. Perfect depth water. When you do go crawfishing, and you know you got a pole, your lift pole, I always like to make sure it's wood, because like out there I had some problem with them nets getting tangled up and stuff. And you just drop the pole in the water and it floats. Aluminum pole or something would sink to the bottom. You'd have to be reaching down there trying to find it. Oh wow. It ain't bad.
How many?
10, 12. Probably what stayed in the net, you know, 6. Wasn't bad at all. Wish I could get them a little bit bigger. That ditch right there, that ditch right there, the water in there is moving. Okay. First net. One thing you will see, you'll notice when you're doing this kind of crawfishing now, a lot of times some of the crawfish you catch are going to be smaller because that mesh in those nets, like the holes in these nets are kind of look like 1/2 inch. They look kind of like 1/2 inch holes, so some of the crawfish you get out of it. They're not like traps. You know, the trap regulations nowadays, most of that is 3/4 mesh. So your smaller crawfish get out. So when you're doing setting that, and you're going to typically, unless you just get into a bunch of real big ones, which we probably will sooner or later, it may take me a while to find that, but typically you're going to be keeping smaller crawfish. I'm getting ready to go run these out here in this opening. I see, what, just a minute ago, I was looking at a map. We took the picture up front where we put the permit in at. They had a map. We took a picture on the phone, and from what I see right now, I'm not where I want to go. So I think I need to be in that corner over there. So if I don't do real good right here, I'm going to pick up and we're going to move. That's getting ready to happen. About the same. Look like 7, 8 mediums. I'm gonna pick them up. We gotta find something a little better than that. If we can just double that on size and amount, it'd be great. Those couple wood ducks. You know, all right, that's first run. Never been there before, never been here before. That's my first stop. Nice crawfish. Get in there, big red. On. There it is. First run. You do that about 12 more times, and you got a sack crawfish. I mean, it adds up. So, that's the first run. We got to get out of here, though. I got to find something better than that. Got to be.
None in that one, sadly. Yeah, but so this is a project that involves both the LDWF and the LSU Ag Center. Right now, we monitor boxes to see if our box is successful as a recruitment device on a WMA. We're looking at how well the boxes do in general. We're looking at parasitism, which is when another duck lays an egg in a different duck's nest. And we're looking for wood duck on wood duck parasitism or interspecies. So that would be wood duck, black-bellied whistling duck, and hooded merganser parasitism. And we're seeing how that affects the successfulness of the nest. So the wood ducks have about wrapped up their season of nesting, and right now whistling ducks are just starting. So right now we're monitoring their nest. The mergansers are just about done, but the wood ducks have had a pretty good year out here. We've tagged a few hundred ducklings probably. So yeah, we monitor the nest, we check the age of the nest, and we come back when the nests hatch, and we tag all the ducklings that hatch. And that way, the next year when those ducklings come back, we know if they come back here or if they're going somewhere else and not showing up here.
But I will say this, down there they are bigger, no doubt about that. They're beautiful. And bigger, much better crawfish right there. It's gonna be a little work for my camera person to get down there, though. That's gonna be the problem. So I tell you what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna try these ponds right here and see how I come out in there. So here comes a manager, maybe. He's probably a manager of this area. I may get him, ask his advice of where to go. They stay here all the time, so they probably know exactly where to go. The one thing, I need some fresh bait. That's another thing, that when you're running those nets and you let them sit for a little while, those crawfish, you eat them up. You need to keep fresh bait in there. I'm getting ready to go put some more fresh bait on this one right here. All right, I had to move again, so I picked up my nets. Put them in another spot. We'll see how that goes. About 8 for a sack. So, I don't know. If I can spend enough time here today, I'll probably get on a stretch of them where I really catch them in a little while. Still kind of struggling trying to find out what I really need to know about this, where to go. It ain't no different than hunting, or fishing, anything like that. It is fishing, crawfishing. Yeah, little. I'm gonna have to move again. Small. Seems like small ones is where I'm having the problem. kind of crawfishing right here. This is the way we used to crawfish back years ago. I don't know, remember buying crawfish, out of a trap or nothing. Back in those days, everybody kind of sitting there. It's amazing, it's fun, it's a family deal. Great thing to do. It's a good place to do it. The places to do it nowadays, you don't have as many places as there used to be. I mean, you used to be ditches offside the road and all. A lot in our area in Ascension, out there toward new roads. Point Capee used to have some nice places. Prince Settlement, nice place to crawfish. Of course, the Atchafalaya Basin is always good for crawfishing. You know how that goes. I'll say always, most of the time, it's very good for crawfishing. That's where most of crawfishing is centered around these days, this and these ponds. I don't know. Oh, man, that's some nice ones. Look at this. Wow. Pretty. Beautiful. There are some pretty ones in there. Got a lot of small ones. The set net, and you're going to catch some small ones, but there are some pretty ones. I'm surprised at those white river crawfish in there. I really am. Most of them are red swamp, but a lot of them white river crawfish. What I do have is a sack of crawfish. By the time I pick up all these that spill, there it is, my sack of crawfish from Sherburne. Worked out pretty well. You can come do this. You can come do it on your own. Bring your family. Look at the refuge regulations. Bring your family. I tell you what, I got in that water, y'all, but from what I've seen in the last hour or so that I was here, I think you could have just walked that bank and done just as well, to be honest with you. I did it. Oh, nice crawfish. I'll tell you something right now. Got my sack. I wanted a sack. I got over a sack. That last run, I finally said, we're just going to make this one more run, and we're going to get out of here, because that's all I was wanting to fool with today for one sack. Setting that is a blast, y'all. That's fun. Look, from what I seen today, now, today was my first time here crawfishing, so I had some scouting to do. I'd done some scouting, I'd done a little work, but what I ended up finding out, it ain't all that hard, really, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, this pond right here is full of crawfish right now. And you can walk down that bank and just set off the side of the bank. To be honest with you, I was catching, going back that way, back behind where the camera's pointing, I was catching a bunch of them just off the side of the bank. Didn't even really have to get wet to do that. Now, as you wade out into that pond, there's less people been out in those areas, and the size of the crawfish pick up a little bit. And just like always, when you run and set nets, you hit a spot a couple of times, and you kind of took the sap out of that spot. You might have to move your net another 10 foot or so and just keep working your stuff. Keep fresh bait in there, you'll do well. Main thing is, this is a public, a place where the public can come and enjoy this kind of stuff. It's real fun. I mean, here I am soaking mud. Little boys like to play in the mud, right? Oh yeah, I still do. I guarantee I love it.
All right, man. I think catching crawfish and set nets is going to come back popular, just like everything else. More people are growing gardens, more people are raising chickens for the eggs and for the meat and all that kind of stuff. And you know what's causing that? Price.
Oh yeah,
Prices
sure.
going
No
up.
doubt.
If I can go out there and catch me a sack of crawfish, I done made $300 today.
You buy $6, $7, $8 beef lamidolas and go over and have you a good family day like you used to.
That's
Bring
exactly
you a little lunch
right.
or sandwich with you or something.
Potted meat and
Sure.
Vienna sausage
Yeah.
and crackers. That's
Have
right.
a good time like you should. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, fortunate thing about the state that we live in, you can support yourself right here if you're a hunter and a fisherman. You
can make it go a long way.
You can make it go a long way.
That's
I
right.
guarantee you that. All of us that do it. Your freezers ought to be full right now from the hunting season and getting ready to be full from the fishing season.
That's right.
Full along. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you're right. All right, speaking about Lane Gocho, him and his wife Donna right here with a catch of 15 beautiful catfish. Now that's something I have seen lately, is the size of these fish they've
They
been
are
catching
big.
over there
They're
in Lake
nice,
Barrett,
yeah.
Lake Palourde and all that area. They were fishing in late February in Lake Palourde. They caught them on night crawlers fishing near the bank on the cypress trees,
Yeah.
bro.
That seems like that's starting a little early this year.
They've been catching
good
them.
size ones too.
They're not catching 60 and 70.
Right.
But the ones they catching, big, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about big ones.
Talking about some fishing, family. Here's a gang up right here. Jeff Ryder and the down south assassins. They ain't fishing on this picture though. They got 50 rabbits they killed recently on the hunt in the Atchafalaya Basin, you know. And yeah, they get after it. They are fishermen and hunters and cookers.
Oh, they love to cook, and
Sure.
I'm going to take part in that pretty soon. Look, that's another one of them drought bonanzas. All that dry land in the spillway, they have killed so many rabbits in that Atchafalaya Basin
have
this
good
winter.
season. I've heard other reports that was good in
It's
there.
been crazy,
It
bro.
is. Sure is. No doubt.
Something I thought was going to affect the wildlife bad kind of helped out in some cases.
I haven't seen no negative effects yet, but, you know,
Right.
some of these things take a while to take effect. We'll see
Yeah, you're right.
what the future brings.
All right, these two girls right here put the smack down on a fine pair of bucks
Boy, you
hunting
ain't
with
lying.
their daddy, Dean, in Uvalde, Texas. 13-year-old Adriana Walton. She shot her 8-point, 120 yards with a 308, 150 grain Winchester, and 15-year-old Addison Walton shot her 9-point at the same place and gun at 145 yards. Both of them dropped on the spot, no tracking, bro.
Congratulations, two fine deer right
Yeah, it
there.
is
Two beautiful girls,
bro.
too.
That's right, man. They've done a good job there.
You ain't lying. Here's Easton Piper. He did a good job, too. He shot his first rabbit and squirrel with a TriStar Youth Model 20 gauge on Hunting Spillway. His pawpaw was there. I was in February, just right just a month or so down the road there, you know. Beautiful mess of game right there. I tell you, I look at that picture right there, and the pawpaw killed, I believe he killed some of those squirrels that was involved with that too. So
yeah, that's a pretty
good
nice
hunt
mess.
right there, yeah.
That was
That's a good
probably
little
a
mess of
stomp in
game.
a trunk. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I like that.
That's right.
That's fantastic. I love it.
All right, 10-year-old Grady McMorris killed his 4-point buck hunting in Greensburg, Louisiana with his dad, Bobby. He killed it with his dad's 243 and shot it at 80 yards, bro.
Congratulations,
That's right.
243. Put another one down.
Nice deer, boy. Pretty colors.
No doubt, beautiful. Here's Joey Stein with his daughter Sierra and his son Mason. They were hunting in Gumbo Flats in Lambert, Mississippi. Shot a doe. Sierra shot the doe at 100 yards with a 7mm 08. Mason shot his 9-point with the same gun at the same distance. Probably, I guess, sitting in the same stand. You know, it wasn't but a couple of years ago when that boy killed his first deer.
That's
now,
right.
Now he done added another one. He probably got a couple more in there. So it's funny. I remember when it happened because Joey Say actually cried on that day
Right.
it happened. It's so hard to ever get that started. And when it gets started, it seems like it all falls in place. Before you know it, he'll be doing it and hopefully bringing his own son
That's
out
exactly
there.
right. That'll be the way it goes, man. All right, this is Miles Mears' 14-year-old grandson, Joseph Keller. Killed this 160-pound 6-point at his dad's family lease in Crosby, Mississippi. He shot it with a 7mm mag about 60 yards away. And Miles, he's a good fan of our show, and he sends us pictures all the time, bro. We appreciate it. And that's a guy there that can raise some vegetables, too.
Oh, look like he's pretty good at putting his grandson on deer, too.
That's right.
Congratulations, son.
That's right.
Here's Stephanie Shakespeare. She started out about the year killing her first buck at BS Timbers Hunting Camp in Crosby, Mississippi. She made a shot on the 6-point using 7mm 08 at 80 yards. He weighed 200 pounds. That's a nice deer.
Well,
Big,
I was getting ready to say,
buck,
in case y'all think that deer ain't big,
No, that's a big one.
Stephanie is a tall lady.
Yeah.
She's probably around 5'11",
Sure.
5'10", and so that's a whopper.
Yeah, 200-pound whitetail's a nice deer, you know.
That's exactly right, man.
You ain't lying. Congratulations.
All right, folks, we appreciate y'all once again, man. We're over here at Bayou Land Microskiffs with Chris Delight. A good place to get a repair job done. You can buy a used boat here, and he's been doing a little restoring of old boats as well. People bring him a boat instead of buying a new one. He go all the way through and paint, carpet, and everything, bro.
He also has a bunch of different accessories,
accessories,
you know,
yeah.
for
You can buy
boating,
for boat.
trailers and things of that nature. So if you get a chance, stop by and check him out.
That's right.
We'll see y'all on the next Ascension Outdoors.